What's going on, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood Hachi, aka Corrupt Dicus, here with another Conclave discussion video. Today, I'm going to go over with you guys my top 4 reasons Conclave isn't as good as the old days. Now, you may disagree or agree with me on several of these points, but we're gonna go straight in with number 1. Let's get it. Since Conclave was a real thing on PlayStation 4 far back as 2016, there have been all kinds of rivalries with all kinds of people, but I think I'm safe in saying that Outcast Moon vs El Imperio and their friends has been the largest and longest lasting feud to ever exist on the PlayStation 4 platform. While I won't go into detail here, I'll at least say that this rivalry has long burned out from the Outcast Moon side of the fence, and we only wish to play normal, be-free games. However, any sighting of an existing or former El Imperio member usually means it's time to fight against their cheesy and cheap method of fighting, which will be highlighted in another reason later. Long story short is that this prevents outsiders and new players from enjoying themselves, as they're constantly caught in the crossfire of the continuous war games from their side, and it needs to stop. Now here's one that everyone can agree upon, and pardon me, but this will be a long explanation. There's always been abused weapons and meta throughout the span of Conclave, no matter which platform you play it on. From the old and gone Hydroid Pantera to modern day sarin and electric weapons, each new era and chapter of Conclave has brought a new piece of scummy and toxic cheese to the table, with El Imperio and their sympathizers being the biggest offenders in this regard. The persistent use of these overpowered weapons give any players who use them a false perception of how good they are at the game mode, leading to unnecessary teabagging, trash talk, and general misconduct by the users. Frequent examples include the now overpowered Vectis Prime, Sobek, Tigris Prime, Telos Boltes, and as mentioned, the Sarin paired with any electric weapon. More than anything, these weapons and setups are used to abuse and humiliate the person they're after, to get revenge on players using them, or simply to be a complete and total asshole. It sheds a grim light on just how low Conclave has sunk over the last few years, and as a veteran of the mode, it's honestly heartbreaking to see even former colleagues and fellow players from the Golden Age returning to or staying in Conclave employing such malicious and skill-lacking tools. They all ought to be ashamed of themselves. However, I'll spare you the further spiel on this matter and move on to the next topic. Now, my people of the Conclave community, I'm sure you've noticed over the last few weeks that there's been a slight increase of players, new faces that have been coming in to try out Conclave. PvE players are starting to give the mode a chance, and they really want to see themselves become great upon the Conclave community. But there have been a lot of these high mastery rank players coming in with the very same toxic loadouts that I've already discussed. Now, this has pissed off the true Conclave community, because now they are forced to retaliate against this by either using these toxic weapons or forcing them out of the mode. This is going to have to stop if we want to grow the Conclave community, and I know y'all hear me on this. Yes! Applaud my good Conclave players out there, and feel this, for I have taken in your frustration at shield gating, and I shall provide to you my unfiltered opinion. These niggas really think they got it! Surviving shots, surviving many abilities, surviving many melee attacks, all due to the presence of shield gating. Had this not been a thing, had this not been applied to Conclave in particular, do you know how many people would be meeting their end? And I know you guys feel me on this. It doesn't matter if you're a toxic player or the cleanest player alive. Shield gating is ruining Conclave. It is giving people the false perception that they can actually survive anything. Let it be known that these people are not good. They're sitting there surviving the most annihilating of shots. The type of thing that would kill them back in 2017 all the way up to 2019, before this was even a thing. I beg you, Digital Extremes, to remove this and allow for these players to learn that they actually suck and they can't survive my shots or my melee attacks. It is honestly infuriating to put so much time and effort into a kill and either get it stolen or not get it at all because of the fact of shield gating. I fucking hate it, and I know everybody else who plays Conclave hates it. It is absolutely an atrocity to the mode, and it needs to go. I beg you, D, it needs to go. So I just wanted to close out this video by saying this. Since the first day that I called out El Imperio and many individual players on their shit, which led to many Zendesk reports and account suspensions, I have somehow managed to make an enemy of the Conclave community for doing what is right. What with videos like these exposing the harmful practices of the people within, or embarrassing them in uploads by defeating them with intelligent weapon selections, I continue to be the most hated face in Conclave to a select few. El Imperio. Why the people will not recognize me as the face of justice in this stance is unknown, but what is known is that whenever I, Hachiro 20, shows his face in Conclave, rather than get the respect I deserve for trying to reform and fix this blinded mode, I instead am met with animosity, targeted by players within, and trash talk. It's another look into the disturbing state of Conclave and why I've worked so hard to make people see the light. And honestly, I have no intent on stopping until I see improvement. Hate me all you like, Conclave players, but I'm not going anywhere, and my objective has not changed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for viewing. If you have any questions, comments, or extra points I missed, or if you want to hate some more like a pathetic excuse for a human being, leave it all below in the comments section. Also, go ahead and check out my other Outcast Moon members in my dedicated section in my channel. Peace out, guys.